Hi, Cancer. All seekers. How you doing? Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, this will be your monthly extended. What the fuck am I saying? No, it's not going to be your extended. It's going to be your tarot scope. Your extended is... See, that's what happens when I'm trying to be formal. Welcome to the Existential Shift. Blah, 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 blah. Hey. Cards. You. Let's do this. March. Two of Wands in the reverse. Why don't you want to use your power, Cancer, Wheel of Fortune? Are you scared of your power? Are you not familiar with your power? Do you worry that what you will try to manifest and create will come back crooked? Do you doubt yourself? This is not happening so you'll doubt yourself or to tell you that there's something wrong with you. This is happening because right now, the universe is trying to bring things to you. So any sort of exertion of energy in ways of creating something is possibly, even if well-intended and good direction and so on, is possibly only sabotaging the delicate equilibrium of the energies that are trying to flow to your direction. Maybe take a little bit of a break from manifestation board, setting intentions, mágico, all that jazz. Maybe trust your spirit to be powerful enough to be doing the work. And trust that it's meant for allowing you to rest, to recover for some of you, to recharge your energy, and to just give it to you served on a platter. The Emperor and the reverse. There is an element of wanting to be in control over the reality, over the environment, over the situation, over the work. Not necessarily controlling someone else, but controlling the narrative, controlling the self, controlling control. Anything that applies. The universe will currently break down any sort of attitude that is like that or resembles that from you, because it's trying to teach you how to receive by simply knowing that it's for you, as opposed to exerting a lot of strength into proving or making it yours, thus by default declaring that it's not for you or not yours, right? When you say, I want X, you're basically saying, sub interpretation is I don't have X, or I am not X. But when you're not exerting that will and you just know, then that's manifestation, because you come with the frequency and echo of I have, I am, it is. Right? When you have something, you don't seek for it. When you are something, you don't try to become it. There is no doing. There's a perfect phrase in the Tao. Do without doing, and all will be done. Do without doing, and all will be done. Now, it's I may have translated it not exactly how it's spoken, but that's the meaning of it. Someone is correcting me. It's Tao. It's Tao in your American terminology and accent. Tao. Potato, potato. Tomato, tomato. I'm the wrong person to go into things like that with. Do without doing, and all will be done. Ooh, I'm triggering some of you right now. That shows, especially if it's anger or frustration, like, who do you think you are? What did I say? Think about it for a second. Take a breath. I'm with you. I'm not against you. I'm with you. Right? What did I say to make it upsetting? It's not really upsetting. It's upsetting because it's triggering. It's triggering because there's a button. You can't trigger a button that isn't there. If the button is there, then there's truth into it. Truth to it. There's no need to correct the terminology because you understand the essence. So what is it good for? Now that's just an example, a metonymy, a micro to a bigger macro that you're carrying. Focus on the big picture, not on the detail. Yes, God is in the detail, but also the devil is in the detail. How do we transmute, integrate, or take ourselves out of that polarity? We just don't cooperate with that game. You're telling yourself you're not overdoing it, but you are, because even if you don't actively make the call, send the email, make the turn, and so on, when your entire system is geared towards, I'm asking for this, I'm wanting this, I'm making this, the so-called manifestation, it's not actual manifestation, by the way. Being in, I want, I'm making it happen, it's the opposite of manifestation. That will push creation so far away from you, you won't even know how it looks like. If you desire something, you desire it for a reason, whether it's specifically that thing or it's a symbol of something that you desire, that your spirit desires. Maybe you truly desire a specific person, but they're not cooperating and they're not reciprocating and they're not showing up. It's not to say that your want is wrong. It's just that it's not in the micro. It's not in that specific person. It's in the macro, in that you desire love. So that is, in a way, the right direction. This is just not the semantics. Take it away from the detail. Put it in the vision. And let go of the way and the how. And you'll begin to touch manifestation. I recommend watching, I made a 13th element video. It's on my 13th element playlist. It's one of the first that I made. It's called True Secrets of Manifestation. Okay, I will put it, you know how at the end of the video you always see like different videos that you can click and watch? I'll put it at the end of the video. I think it can really do you a lot of good, regardless of just manifestation. There is someone that is just not cooperating with you right now, even though you are absolutely convinced that they should. Should they? Really? Are you absolutely convinced? And if you are absolutely convinced, are you humble? What is being absolutely convinced of anything? What does it mean about us? What are you declaring? That you know for sure? There is no way to know anything for sure because nothing is for sure. The only constant is change and so on. The multiverse, quantum physics, infinite potentials and infinite realities. You operate by gravity, which is one Newtonian law. A bird does not. Is your conviction 100% true? Is the bird's conviction 100% true? Or is both true in just separate realities? Separate laws of physics. One is bound by gravity, the other is not. So you're not actually convinced that this needs to play out this way. Ooh, you do not like me right now. Because you press play for me to tell you that it's going to work out perfectly with that person, with that thing, with that situation. That it's meant, possibly. All the signs are leading you there. All the signs are leading you to play out the karmic thing that you need to play in order to go through the lesson or the resolution. Or all the signs are leading you in the way that you choose to see them. They're definitely leading you in the right direction, but the right direction isn't necessarily the one you think of right now. Cancer, I'm on your side. I am. You think I would put myself in a situation where I feel you getting so upset? Not necessarily mad, but just upset. I can feel it, you know. If you won't let go of that person, they will do something that will make you feel really, really hurt in order for you to fully understand. Some of you are breaking out completely from an expectation that a patriarchal figure has on you, father figure, leader in your culture, whatever. And you're walking a path that you feel like you're walking it alone, that has no support. To that, I cheer. I salute you. That will be okay. Page of Swords, beautiful. You're relearning how to think, how to analyze, how to observe reality and people. You are learning how to listen from a different place, from the mind. I speak a lot of the heart because the heart is magnanimously important, but so is the mind. We are multi-layered and multi-leveled creatures and beings. We're supposed to operate in balance between them, okay? So you're learning how to look at things from an analytical humility and just observe the reality and learn one step at a time. And it's wonderful for you. Here you have the Hierophant in the upright. You have the Emperor in the reverse and the Hierophant in the upright. What happens when you surrender to truth as opposed to try to carry it on? It feels more at ease with you. It feels like you're not going to try to change it, rule it. It can just be what it is, and so it comes to you. So the truth comes to you, communication comes to you, information comes to you, people open up to you, opportunities come over. Because if I know that the second I enter into a place, the person will try to give me a makeover, tell me how to live my life, make me feel uncomfortable with who I am, and have tons of expectations, I'm not going to walk through that door initially. So it felt like a lot of things are being blocked from me. I'm not saying that that's what you do. I'm giving an extreme example, but just how it's experienced possibly by these opportunities / people, even truth that wants to reach you. Maybe there's information you've been looking forward to, learning, knowing, developing, that because your mindset would translate it in a way that wouldn't do you good, it wouldn't serve you, it just didn't come to you. But now we're in the screening mechanism, not the screening, the processor, the engine of your mind is able to not warp it based on how it looks at things, but just how it is. You're more receptive to things how they are, as opposed to seeing them through the glasses that you see the world. You weren't ready for it. 10 of Cups in the bottom of the deck. Love, rainbow, happily ever after. Relationship, partnership, 2 of Cups. And then it comes. The second you let go of the not, the yes comes in. The second you don't chase the no, the yes can catch you. If you're busy running after the no, the yes cannot catch you. The yes is waiting right here for you to sit the F down. And be like, And then yes would be like, Cancer? Noticed you around. You look kind of cute. You want to maybe grab a cup of coffee, tea, juice, whatever. And you're like, sure. And when you say sure, it doesn't mean you already know everything that is going to happen in this. It's an adventure, it's an unknown, one step at a time. Maybe it will grow into happily ever after. Maybe it will be a passing adventure. Either way, it's okay. So, there's love here coming in for you. Because you actively choose to not walk alone in a path where you're absolutely convinced someone should be walking next to you, but they're not. They're not. This one is. King of Cups. Oh. And they understand you. They understand your element. They understand your heart. They understand how you view the world. They understand your sensitivity. They understand because they understand themselves. The King of Cups understand themselves. The King of Cups understands his heart, his triggers, his emotions. He's empathic to himself. thus empathic to you or to others. Maybe you're this King of Cups. Maybe you're cross-watching for a Cancer you don't even know is about to enter your life. I don't know. Well, I'm watching this tarot reading, so you'll tell me. If you don't know, then who knows? Bye. Boy, girl, bye. I don't need you around here. I have some intelligence seekers here to focus on, okay? Thank you, next. Thank you, next. Show me more about this yummy King of Cups, Two of Cups, Hierophant for Cancer. For March. Six of Pentacles. This is someone very, very generous, very, very kind, with a lot to give. And I think you're like, what is happening? Because you're used to being on the giving end. Okay, let's say there's imbalance with giving and receiving. You tend to be on the overgiving. You tend to. Not always. I am generalizing here. Yep, I am doing that. Anyway, you tend to be on the overgiving when there's imbalance, and now it's like they just want to give it to you, just want to pour onto you, because you have allowed it to come in. You've created some space in your vessel that wasn't full with intent and manifestation and prayer and chant and wishes and hopes and right now, at this moment, breathe stillness. Be very, very quiet. Even in your mind, and in your heart, and in your gut. Quiet. Literally whisper when you talk to people. I want people to be like, what? What did you say? What? Do it from the outside in. Anyway, this person will want to pour a lot of generosity onto you. It's going to feel like water to the thirsty. Because a lot of you have been deprived. That's why you're in this position in the first place. I'm not shading you at all, I understand. A lot of you come from deprivation, from being deprived of love, being deprived of attention, being deprived of acknowledgement when you're so drop dead gorgeous. And it's tragic. So the way we're all a part of this hermetic equilibrium that nature demands us to be. Okay, so by default, when we are in a lack, we attempt to fill up the void. But sometimes a vessel can't chase the water. Sometimes a vessel just needs to stand and allow the rain to pour into it. Wow, Cancer, this is moving. Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Soulmate. Someone that understands your culture, your heritage, what you've gone through, what you are. Not just who you are, but what you are. They get it. If not because they are part of it, then maybe cognitively they are familiar, or at least respectful and eager to learn. You cannot make this shit up. I just shuffled and shuffled, and the cups that the Six of Cups that I've been talking about that we saw in the bottom of the deck just comes out. Amazing. So, flowers possibly? Something with flowers? And the Hangman. This person is going to give you a glimpse of yourself. It's going to mirror yourself to you, Ten of Cups. They're going to heal something in you because they're going to show you how much they give you and how generous they are to you. Like pouring generosity. Constant. And you're like, This is what I've been doing for other people. They didn't want it because they weren't the right person, so it wasn't received, but I thought there was something wrong with me. But now that I'm experiencing, receiving what I used to give, it's amazing. I'm amazing. You're going to have that moment, and you deserve that moment. Good. They're going to mirror to you how generous in spirit and in heart you are. And it's going to heal something in you. You're going to be like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. And then you're going to realize, well, if they're beautiful, then I'm beautiful. You are beautiful. You just need to be emotionally still enough for people to see. For someone to see. There's a lot of change in perspective you're going to have this month, Cancer. Flips, you're going to step into your mirror and look at your persona from the point of view of the image, from the point of view of the reflection. It's going to be mind-boggling and expansive. Okay. All right, let's rearrange the cards so we can see other aspects of this reading. And then I'm going to give you a preview of your extended, which focuses on love. So we're going to see more into this dynamic. Okay, so I need to change the angle of the camera. So 1 second. Okay. So I want to take the repetitions, 2 6s, the major arcanas, so we have Wheel of Fortune, Emperor in the reverse, Hierophant in the upright, and Hangman in the upright. There's also something very spiritual about this. It's possibly religion perspective of some sort, religious perspective. 2 6s, we do have 2 2s. Page of Swords, King of Cups, and 10 of Cups. All right, let me look. Oh, we're not doing anything. Hang on. Two 2s and 2 6s. The element of harmony and partnership is coming up strongly here. Together as opposed to apart. One person is looking up to the other person. There's an element of like either studies or learning or inspiration. Like one of you is looking up to the other person, like you have, or they have a lot to learn from the other. Like one of you is really influential on the other person with how you perceive life, or without the other person, with how life is perceived. Okay, and there's a very there's a lot of knowledge being poured, a lot of conversation, a lot of inspiration about way of life. Could be anything, really. This could be a mentor, a teacher, or just a good friend that has a lot to teach you, or just someone that you see as very like inspiring and knowledgeable. And this could be the other way around, right? You can be that person. I think, well, I already said that, it's just repetition, but someone's just changing their attitude towards life. There's still a matter of taking responsibility, and being mature in the world, but it's like taking a different approach, completely different approach to the universe, to life, to the world, and it fits better. It fits like more like a glove for you. It's like you've taken an approach that fitted someone else or something else. It just didn't fit you. That's why it wasn't working. But as you change the approach and wear a different glove that is more fitting, things start to make more sense. There is a strong matter of spirituality and seeking knowledge and seeking information. The path will unveil to you as you transition from this attitude to that attitude that we've spoken of. And there is a sense of like the idea of utopia, the idea of the ideal that you're carrying. And I think there's an opportunity to have a glimpse of it, of true happiness and true joy. But you gotta let the sun hit the clouds in just the right angle and just the right timing, and be there to watch it so you could enjoy this rainbow. You can't be running around trying to build a rainbow or paint a rainbow or create a rainbow. You just gotta sit and let the elements run their course. Okay, let's see your person of interest. You and your person of interest for the month of March. And let's have a preview so you'll get to see if it works for you or not. If you want to continue with me, the link to this will be below in the description box. It's available on Patreon and on Vimeo. Okay, so take a breath, focus on you and message for your love life for the month of March. Focus on me shuffling the cards. Look at the cards and you and your person of interest. Love life for Cancer for the month of March, please. Right. Oh no. What happened here? Aw. The sun is in my eyes, so I can't tell if you can see everything on the screen, so forgive me if something is out of the screen. Okay. Before we unveil your mindset, okay, this is you, this is your person of interest. You can reverse the roles if this sounds like you and this sounds like them. Heart space, your acts towards one another, where you feel you stand, influences outside your dynamic, past, present, future potential for March. I want to take out runes, so we'll see which runes we're working with. So runes for love life for Cancer seekers for the month of March. Show me Cancer's love life. I have Uruz in the upright. Fehu in the upright. Okay. Oh my gosh. Ing and Isa. Okay. All right. Uruz, Fehu, Ing, and Isa. Okay, let's see. You communicate the lovers and your person communicates the Nine of Cups. So this feels like a wish come true. This feels super, super loving, super gorgeous with the way you communicate to one another. It's like something very, very romantic, very whimsical, very beautiful is coming through here. It feels like a fairy tale for the both of you. It's like, I'm so happy with you. I'm so happy with you. There's a showering again of love and generous communication. you're like, this puts you in a very dreamy state. You're like, you're not sure if it's real or not. Your person seems real. They do tend to go a little bit into the fantasy and sometimes overdo it, but they mean it. They're not faking it. Now, of course, I need to look deeper into the other cards to see the big picture, and we'll talk about the runes as well. But so far, this looks like you feel like this person could be your soulmate, and your person just thinks that you're like gorgeous. They think you're gorgeous. Okay, seems very simplistic, but from experience, as I open the cards, things become more and more complex, and we see everything. Okay, so I'll see you in a second. Links in below. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I appreciate you. I love you, and I'll see you very soon.